Yo, what's good, y'all? I can finally be using my mic and I can play music. I can listen to music while I'm working on this. Today, we'll be going over minimum cost flow. This is a topic that I've sort of been dreading to learn about. Okay, look at flow. There are way too many algorithms, okay? Theoretically, you really don't necessarily need to know how to always code Edmonds carp. You just need to understand the general concept for Fulkerson and residual capacities. But push relabel is really important because I don't think an average human being would be like memorizing or having MPM in their mind. But push relabel improved basically runs on a similar time complexity. There are even improved versions that run faster, though because of there not being so many official implementations, I won't be spending too much time. In fact, not any time at all studying about those. In fact, I'll just focus my studies on the V squared method, which is pretty damn good. And in terms of implementation itself, it's not that bad either. Now, you also need to know Linux, because Linux is really good when it comes to unit capacity edges and unit capacity networks. And the code itself, it might look a bit long in this form, but like I explained in my previous videos, if you just write it out in a non-structured form, it gets a lot shorter. I'll show you once my code blocks opens. So we need to know push relabel improved, Linux, and now I'm moving on to min cost flow. We'll get to flows with demands. I'm not even sure if that's too important. I probably will be studying it. Oh, I erased everything. Okay, just go back to my old video and you'll be able to check it out. But we'll be studying min cost flow because it's a pretty important concept, and I think it's necessary to know it. And I have studied about this before, but I don't remember much. All I remember is that there's separate algorithms for this. In this case, they use the shortest path faster algorithm. I think that's what SPFA is short for. So we'll try to go over the most fit algorithm for min cost flow and CP. We'll probably just stick to SPFA, considering that time complexity isn't the best, but it should do for now. And if it doesn't do, we'll be going over other things and searching up other algorithms that we can use and implement. And yeah, matching. Well, I probably won't be studying matching that much because you can solve most matching problems with flow because the faster matching algorithms can be done with unit capacity Linux. So if not in a faster way. So yeah, today we'll be going over min cost flow. But before anything, I want to check the time complexity first. Okay. Okay, so OF on default is one factor. And then T is the time required to find the shortest path from source to sink. Okay. So T would just be some sort of general DFS, BFS, whatever, I'm guessing. But I assume F could be pretty dang big. In that case, this wouldn't be too fast since T is probably around V or E, V plus E maybe, which isn't bad obviously, but multiplying that by OF could be pretty rough. FMN. Why does it take M? Why is it worth using? I don't get this. I don't get any of this already. T is the time required to find the shortest path from source to sink. Why would that take MN time? When a single DFS or BFS should do it way quicker. I'm not sure. There's probably a reason to it. There must be a reason to it. This looks pretty nice. What about minimum cost flow potential and Dinitz? Oh, let's go over. Okay. We talked about Dinix or Dinitz already. And this blog covers min cost flow. When we talk about algorithms, we do a lot of proof here. We might go over that. And then this is part 3. We talk about min cost flows, potentials, and Dinitz. Okay. Do I really want to go over all of this? What does the code intend to do? I want to see how Whoa. Okay, I probably don't want to implement all of that every time. I literally can't. Yeah, I'll probably have to spend time in a separate video going through all of if it's this FFT blog course, whatever. For now, I need to prep for OI, so I hate to say it, but maybe I need to stick to SPFA. Yeah, because I've read through this once a few months back. But I remember that SPFA algorithm, this implementation is specifically for the simplest case, so we need to make more implementations and at least figure out how to for other cases that are mentioned earlier, but is this the Bellman-Ford algorithm? Yeah, apparently. Yeah, Bellman-Ford is easy. It's really intuitive, but oh, my neck hurts. Well, yeah, sure. Let's get to it. Why not? Enough yapping. I'll be playing some music and I'll be going over it. So, by the way, for some reason, YouTube demonetizes some of the music I use. I think it censored one of my live streams, but yeah, I'll be playing this. Right, let's go. Okay, that's just the flow problem. Okay, for given value k, you have to find a flow of this quantity, and among all flows of the quantity, you have to choose the flow with the lowest cost. Okay. Min cost max flow is when we want to consider the minimum cost for getting the maximum flow. Which my intuition says you can find the max flow and then you can just figure out the minimum cost given that k. We'll see. With the algorithm of successive shortest paths. Is that different from SPFA? Okay, what is successive paths algorithm? So, no, successive shortest paths. Yeah, I visited this topic. Let's just read for now. We'll get to it a bit later. So much admin's carp. Okay, we talked about that like yesterday. Okay, this is the simplest case is mentioning just the most standard network flow graph you can imagine, where there's only one directed edge between these two pairs. There's no like bidirectional edges. So yeah, we have the capacity, call it U. Usually we would call it C, but C is used for cost. F is flow, so U minus F should be the residual capacity. We have the reverse edge to, okay, that's just simple steps we did in Edmund's carp. Okay, we set the cost to be negative, so when we're essentially sending flow back, we're saving that much cost, which I think is the way that functions. Pretty intuitive. So this is according to our restrictions. Yeah, okay. Even if we add these edges, it's not a multigraph because we now just have bidirectional edges. There's no multiple edges on one single pair of nodes. Yeah, the flow being subtracted and added. We're just saying that we'll keep that condition. Okay. Okay, we define a residual network, okay. And we name that R, and then, yeah, it's obviously minus F. The algorithms, okay. Find the shortest path in the residual graph from S to T, okay. By shortest path, I'm guessing that might be the cost. I think it was the cost from what I remember, since they talked about Dijkstra and stuff like that. Edmund's carpet. Oh yeah, we did that. We also did that in push your label with in Linux as well, when we set levels, and I talked about push, re-level, and when it's push your label, and the push your label icon, and I like to interpret it that way. I'll just check to make sure if my interpretation is correct. I don't think we stored a specific distance. Yeah, but we do find the shortest path through the queue, so it has the same effect, okay. Increase the flow along it as much as possible. Find the minimum and reduce the back edges. If at some point the flow reaches the back K, okay. It doesn't reach this though. When's the algorithm gonna terminate then? Yeah, we stop when the flow reaches the value, but if we set it to infinity or some really big value, it's never gonna reach that. I don't get that part. Whatever. We'll probably get the intuition from the algorithm itself, not from the sentences, so I'll move on. Okay, so we're talking about when there's multiple bidirectional edges in the first place, okay. Or undirected, same thing. Yeah, I get that. Because having just one back, one the other way around is fine, but two back and two the other way around is, we can't have that. That's a multi-graph. So how do we deal with multiple edges?
I'm on regular Netflix.
First, the flow for each of multiple edges must be kept separately. How do you do that? I don't get that. Secondly, when searching for the shortest path, if the path it is necessary to take into account that it is important which of the multiple impulse. Instead of the usual area, we must store the edge number, which became along the ancestor. The flow increases along a certain edge. It's necessary to reduce the flow along the back edge. Yeah, that's obvious. I don't get that. I think this is just for reference, so we have like an edge list of edges instead of an adjacency graph. Or an adjacency list. So we store this so we can refer to it. And we need in that step. Yeah, this is just for searching back. Makes sense. Okay, I got it. We just keep them as separate objects or separate structs of some class name, of some object name, like for flow edge, for example, which we used in a previous videos. So we just have like two separate ones instead of like having one, that having like multiple capacities. I mean, that should have multiple capacities, not simply adding the capacities that like we did in the other problem where they were bidirectional edges, which we solved it with didn't, but it's a lot simpler though. You can't do that here because of the algorithms you use. Yeah, because there's cost differs, right? And no, cost doesn't differ per edge, but okay, what's the exact reason we can't do that? I think it has to do with like the search algorithm that's used here. Yeah, because of how costs are considered, I think. It's not such a simple go front, go back case. Because you can go back in. And that does affect cost. Okay. I think so, I'm not sure. I'll go over the implementation and think about that point again. Time complexity. The worst case, it pushes 1 unit of flow per iteration. Okay, but that's... usually it would be better than that, I guess. I don't get why finding the shortest path from source to sink takes so long. Oh, but once again, shortest path is of cost, so here it takes an M. We can't calculate shortest path with DFS or BFS immediately, so here they used Bellman-Ford for simpler implementation, but using Dijkstra, you can reduce it to that much. I think I'll figure out how to make it with Dijkstra forcefully. I think I can recode it myself, because I get the general concept. I'll go over this, see if that makes sense, and I'll code the simplest case version for Dijkstra, and then if after that I'll try to do the non-simplest case, the one where undirected graphs and multi-graphs exist. So yeah, I think there was a min-cost related problem on the library loop check judge. There wasn't a normal flow problem, there was only a min-cost B flow. I think it was this one. Maybe not. Yeah, there aren't too many common problems here. And there's no search feature. I don't know why. Okay, maybe I'll use like a different judge problem. There's a lot of min-cost flow related problems in this judge that I use. In fact, I've solved a few. I just used the template without understanding anything. It was mostly just on like how you implement that into the problem. So yeah, we'll be going over how to actually hardcode these ourselves. We have an edge object. Are structs also called objects? That always tweaks me out. Like class edge, that's an object, I know, but I mean it's a type. I don't know, guys. I've never taught myself about that part specifically. Well, I was rushing all this content, so we can dive into that a bit later. Okay, we store from to capacity cost. Capacity stores both capacity and flow because it's probably just residual capacity. So okay, you have an adjacency list, a cost matrix, and a capacity matrix. Nice. Sometimes memory doesn't allow for that, because the other time I tried to use just didn't the way I wanted to. I'll show you what happened. It's right here. It was this problem. I got memory limit exceeded. That's memory limit exceeded in Korean. I had to recode the edge list version, which I'm very satisfied with how it turned out. I love how I wrote it. It's mostly just a copy of the CPI version, but I think just mine looks a bit cleaner. Personal preference. Thankfully, it isn't as heavy as I imagined. Maybe I was just... Yeah. I had a lot of concerns for this topic, but okay. We have inf. Let's start with this min cost flow because we're executing this first. We have the edge list. Yes, it's given as a list. And I think the adjacency list doesn't store the actual node it points to, but rather the index of the edge inside the edge list. I'm not sure if you guys would like this music. It's not too fit for this type of content, so I'll pause the video and come back with different songs. I'm back. This is a super niche hip-hop album. You guys should check this out. It's crazy good. Maybe it's not crazy good, but it's still really damn good. I'm using it for this video. Not even sure if YouTube will allow this, but fuck it, man. Let's go. I have no idea if you guys would like it, but okay. Back to the point. We get K, source, sync. We set up sizes. Oh. Also, assign reminds me of assert. I really never understood how assert works in C++, so one day we'll be checking that out as well. Because it looks sick as fuck, So for all the edges, we add them to the adjacency list. Oh wait, the adjacency list actually stores the nodes themselves. Okay, that's unexpected. Maybe in the implementation with multi-graphs and undirected graphs you have to do something different, maybe. Yeah, we just build the adjacency list, cost matrix, and capacity matrix. That's all we do here. We can do that outside of this function, doesn't matter. Flow cost, we're gonna increase flow until it's smaller than K. I think this basically checks if like this is as far as you can go. We use shortest paths to find the shortest path, I think. And then we find the max flow, and then we apply flow. I think we can implement this ourselves. Let's just quickly find a simple min-cost problem and just try to solve it ourselves, you know? Let me read through this quickly. It's probably an instantly just MCMF problem, but I want to check. Actually, min-cost flow checker. Let's go to sphere. Can we search problems? Min cost. No, not tags. How do I search? No, maybe I can't. Flow test. Maybe this is what we're looking for, even though it looks super overcomplicated. Complementary slackness conditions. I know much about this. I know much about that. Oh no, I don't think that's it. Yeah, let's just try and solve the judge problem I talked about earlier. Okay, so how it works is we have the number of workers. It's basically a bipartite matching, and then the number of jobs. So workers and jobs, and then for the next n lines, we get how many jobs they can do, and then you get the job they can do and the cost, and then we want to find out min cost, max flow, basically. I think it should be called max flow and then the min cost corresponding to that, but yeah, who am I to judge? Yeah, let's go. Remember, we're trying to use Dijkstra. Let's make it return a pair. Like that. We give it the source, the sink. I think that's all I need for now. Because we can initialize everything else outside. We're not trying to make a perfect structure, like a perfect data structure that we can reuse. I just want to test my ideas. So. I should build the habit of using like U, V, kind of like that. X, Y, not. I'll call it weight. So we need a... I mean, this is the simple case, so let's just get to that first. And we can do that with a simple adjacency list. You know what, let's just add the cap and then cost. Wait. I need this to be a pair of ints because I need to also store the weight itself. Yeah, we probably want to do that. And that cost of going U to V is that. Going back should be negative W, right? No, that should be that, right? You don't necessarily need a cost though. fuck it. Can we just store it all in one basis list? Like that. And we basically have let's call it cost, capacity, and V. Also make a constructor because why not?
Are we having a low blood sugar moment?
Honey biscuit with the hash brown suede kicks clean, make them bitches say me out. Think you're fucking with my tracks, you gon' have to reroute. I'm the nigga all your little favorites wanna be now. Pussy acting now got declawed, looking weak now. You done fell off, tell me nigga,
Yeah.
where's your team now? Running to the far side when I pull the beam.
In fact, let's organize it a bit differently this way, because why not?
Nigga, do it for the art, but I wanna see some zeros, nigga. You got no game and no life. You're a Shiro, nigga. Fuck Bishop Hero, nigga. Forever see him throwing knives like Nero, nigga. Milk and honey coffee, the
I like that.
said I'm pretty. Armani sees the money, that's 1,000 on the kitty. I'm a simple nigga, it don't take a lot to get me. Need a blowjob, hickeys in a house in every city. Need that expeditiously, nigga.
Yeah, that's nice.
Expeditiously, nigga. Expeditiously. Stat, nigga, ASAP.
All I need is love, that's good pussy on demand. Shorty read the rivers in the palms of my hands. These the same hands, shed blood, bloodshed, counting money, dead friends, sanitize the dividend.
Yeah, the capacity should be 1, right?
Still on a nigga, way before I shoot. Not big on numbers, my stats to tell the truth. Became a different nigga when
Yeah.
I turned 20.
I'll check if I got anything wrong until here. Yeah, just set the capacity. The other one is automatically 0, so we don't have to care about that. Oh, almost made a stupid mistake here. Yeah, that's alright. Everything else is right. Nice. I'm gonna resize this. Like the little gimmicks with like resize versus assign, stuff like that always freaks me out. I think resize is how I'm gonna go. Why not? It's a bit more intuitive. How do they number? Do they use 1-based indexing or 0-based indexing?
We're going to show you Xena. She was married to a Cerebral.
Okay.
And these are our most expensive kittens. They're $15,000 each. And we have for the kittens. Okay, I'm going to just put these guys right here.
They use 1-based indexing, so we want that to be like that. No, wait.
This one actually would be 20 because this is a female and she's a breeder.
0 to all workers. All jobs to m plus 1 plus 2 maybe. Okay. All workers are from 1 through n. All jobs are from n plus 1 through n plus m. Should do. Okay. Like that. That should do. Right? Yeah. Yeah. We don't even need that, right? That's it.
Section told him suck a dick. My flow is fucking sick. It's on your bucket list to fuck with this. Homer up, Kimmy Blicks. I got no problem dumping it. My soul gym bugging. I might fuck around, become a witch. Low key, I've been suffering. Still make this shit look effortless. My skill is at a surplus. My emotions at a deficit. The best within my section, but I'm bored with all the flexing shit. Until these bitches test me, got a hammer in that message then. Of that nigga concealing the gap. Feelings are still been detached. Penmanship illness don't act ignorant.
that and just. You want to make a vector and make the Dijkstra return a vector of paths, right?
Sorry to interrupt the entertainment, gentlemen, but it's an emergency. So, everyone mobilize.
Ooh, we might not want that. Because when we're backtracking, if we simply only keep the parent, fuck it, should we just make the complicated version just right off the bat? Let me think. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Naming shit is so hard all the time. They call it edges? Okay. Like that, right? Oh, I like that. This way you can use this operator to refer to the previous one. I mean, technically this doesn't fully solve the problem, right? Because this doesn't change anything. Yeah. But that's a later problem. Yeah. Until here, there's not much more to change just to solve the complicated version. It rather happens here, right? What if you just store the indexes of the edges from every vector point? I like that. Let's mess with it. Yeah, okay. Yo, one habit that I'm trying to break is I usually hate implementation after reading the like the descriptions and the papers on it, because I'm kind of stupid. But what I've been really feeling these days is sometimes just putting an effort and making your own implementations not only really helps you extend your memory, but it's just fun. You know? It's chill. It's vibe. And also, I feel like when you feel like you've created a better implementation than what's up online, it just feels nice. So, yeah, let's go. Just call it Dijkstra. I'm kind of brain dead right now. No, let's call it. That's a nice name. Why not? From the source to the sink. Like path edges is nice.
Oh, yes! Did you hear that, puppy guy?
Let's make a priority queue. We'll store flow edges here. Give it a container. Reader. That's nice. priority queue, we push the source. Nah. Do we store integers here? Hey, never mind, I think. Ah, sorry. I can make I'm supposed to make a new folder, right? I'm not sure. Well, we might have to change that later. Wait. They talked about something about pre-computation. What would you be able to pre-compute here?
Copycat.
Like that. Oh! Oh shit, that feels good to do again. Yeah. Hey yo, Black Frank Castle. Shoot with a dress on, catch me cutting the samples, I get my chef on. Opposition gets
Can you like completely pre-compute the Dijkstra? No, you can't at all. You cannot do that. What do you mean pre-computation? Goofy ass.
You know it's been fucking service beginning to end. You niggas basic and afraid to be them. A flame in the wind. It's pretty safe to say I ain't adjacent to them. I could top your whole discography just based on a win. You coming fuck? Damn it.
I don't get it. I mean, we'll try to implement it. Maybe we might get something wrong in the middle, but who cares? Yeah, that's nice. Oh wait, how do you backtrack and give in Dijkstra again? Is it not that simple? This is a problem on Sunday. I think it'll be pretty trivial. Hold on. So, you know the minimum distance instantly. Dijkstra backtracking. Why not?
Wow. It makes funny noises for, wait, is it a cat? Or a dog?
Well, looks like that, I guess.
Maybe it's not so trivial. Whenever we find a shorter path, we note down which it came from.
It's the motherfucking satisfied bitch.
Why not? Why can't we just, yeah.
Contradiction, I'm a flamboyant fallacy. Flouted into greatness and I look good while doing it. You got mom and dad's funding, but you still ain't really doing shit. Figured I forgot the silly chatter and the fake nights. So fill up all the fibbing for the after party late night. Shit is asinine and classic, I'm the master.
Bring this out.
Feel like Notre Dame is like when soldiers came.
Does it look ugly? Yes. Do I care to know?
Politician, scratch your eyes out, make you speaking honorifics. Got a bullet with your fucking face on it, go ballistic. Bow down to the current whole team of sexy witches.
I mean, here this is really overkill though, because there's only the max distance is only 3 layers, right? God, I want a general problem. Just try this out. I mean, we'll try it after we solve this.
Every flow my zombies lose their patience. Come at your neck, a nigga lose complaisance. Pretty boy bitch, blood on my hands and all of my sleeves. I'm over this shit. I'm cracking bones up in my wrist the way I can.
Wait, how did you do negative weight Dijkstra? I was completely ignoring you. Hold on. Dijkstra with negative edges and pre-computation.
I drop classic after classic after classic EPs. I'm shooting threes, other niggas, they can't fuck with me. I put a bullet in the skull, catch a little breeze. I'm putting magic in the samples, there, I bless the beat. You know the vibes, niggas know me. Lil Kiki vinyl scratch like DJ Home.
Of course it feels on negative edges, but how do you do it? Wait, does this just lead me to Dijkstra's? Okay. Hold on, there might be information here, you never know. Restoring shortest paths. Yeah, okay, obvious. We figured it out ourselves, so.
Drop the shit, you niggas curtains. Drop a paycheck on every purchase. In the vanity mirror looking gorgeous. You niggas looking worthless. Self-love with a spike. On any enemy, I'm pulling a knife. Don't tell me how to
No, why is this so complicated?
Cake.
Oh! Damn. Damn. Okay, this is hella interesting.
Tell me, do you live here in this forest?
Yes,
Your name?
I
until tomorrow night.
Do you live here in this forest?
No, I'm just a kitty cat. Oh, I'm glad I didn't say that.
Okay. Wait, hold on. So we pre-compute with that. Pre-process. They're kind of different, right? And that ended. Be right back. Y'all, it took me forever to find this one. It's a pretty niche one as well. I love this album. So we'll be playing it. Let's go. We only have like 30 minutes before my roommate comes, but let's try our best. Is it worth studying Johnson's? Okay, let's say we do. How do we consider the case for negative weight cycles and because they will exist if positive weight cycles exist since the cost is just negative, right? Fuck yeah, how do we do that? How do we do that? How do you use this when there's cycles everywhere? At least not in our case, but... Yeah, how do we do that? No, because even if you have a negative cycle, can you subtract that much flow? Yeah, cause yeah, this condition blocks it, right? Cause that's residual capacity. So we won't have to struggle with negative loops. So now that we got that in mind, let's think about the multigraphs. don't think multi-graph should be a problem. Right? Subtract from the right things. Johnson's. We have to tackle Johnson's. Fuck. God. Aw, hell no. No Johnsons? Bro. I think it's implicitly talking about Johnsons. Like, I'll just suffer with this first. Why not? Is this music way too loud? Hopefully not. Let's get an overview on Johnson's first. Because I don't think I need a whole tutorial on proof and everything. I just want to see how it works. Okay. I think Usako.guide also had a page on this. I don't want to be honest, I really don't want to want to read it straight from the wiki, so.
Don't fuck with these snitches, don't fuck with these marks. Y'all niggas is some fishes, my niggas is some sharks. Franchise is the team, I'ma put them on my back. I'ma take them to the top, tighten up, no slack, ayy. Go. Go. Go.
Bro removed the code. Maybe it wasn't there in the first place.
Tell them niggas to take a pic cause they locked up and changing shit. Rather see them be making this shit. I don't know all about it.
No, but wait.
Wonder what it's gonna take to build a new society that's clear and not fueled off of race and fear, huh? I guess we gon' find out. But for now, I'm chillin' in that hideout. Niggas sleeping packs just like the White House. Get caught by the laws, his mama crying out. That's what they all about. That's what they riding about. Y'all niggas ain't really about it now. Y'all niggas just be talking in front.
When I talked about why there can't be negative cycles, that's only at runtime. During like pre-computation, well, there are explicit negative weight edge cycles. Should we just read through this? And then somehow we need to end up implementing all of this, right? I mean, not all, but do we really want to do this right now? Am I pussying out? No, I don't want to read that.
Hey, north side where I'm at, see the H on my hat. No squares in my circle, my crew don't allow that. Pull up, 2-seater, 4 divas, the top hat. Got the gal on my back, black nudies, they on my ass. Nigga got that tunnel vision, man, all I see is the money. I need it, and when I get it, you niggas can't take it from me. I see it, I want it, I cop it, ain't worried about the prices. Every time I get on the beat, I show you who the nicest. Hey, about to hit the hobby, fly to the bay. Had to talk to academics, we got money to make. On the mission, gotta get it, name a time and a place. I'll be there, front and center with my mind on the page. OG like Air Force, killing beats, leaving courses. When I walk in the building, you can just tell I'm important. Yo, bitches calling my line, she saying that you annoying.
Holy shit, this is creepy.
That's why them bitches steady ignore you. But a nigga like me move at a different speed. I could get it all by myself, these bitches I do not need. I be all in your area, making it hard to breathe. No, this bitch ain't praying, she always down on her knees, huh? Dear Lord, change your ways, I got game for days. Leaving hoes amazed, I knock them out like Willie Mays. Ain't no way to get paid, man, there's plenty ways, and you know I got several. You can tell by my schedule, huh? That shit was tight. Now some of these niggas is bitches too, and some of these bitches look just like you. Be cool is what you better do. In 2016, I'm trying to stack the revenue, so I'm
Yeah, I'll
same place to place for the cake. This is jazz sitting on crawl by Master Ace, and I pull up claim to something in Texas plates, and this money don't stop, so a nigga can't wait. If it's fine, honey, I can't
yeah, let's go over this another time. I was completely disregarding the fact that Dijkstra cannot have negative blade edges. And having negative blade edges, that's cool. But we have to use Johnson's to convert it to something that we can actually use with Dijkstra. And I don't want to fully recreate that myself on the spot right now. No prep, no nothing, so I'll go over those soon. But we'll stick with the simpler Bellman-Ford implementation. I'll give a quick review on Bellman-Ford because there were like pretty similar algorithms. So I just want to check if it's the thing I'm thinking about. Why would you use a Q then? I already have a BFS structure. Oh, it's just this in itself, okay. Now let's go over the SPFA algorithm itself.
Man, shit, I'm trying to chill out in Jamaica.
It kind of sucks that, I'm just angry that Dijkstra's was way more complicated than I expected. It has so many steps to it. Yeah, I think it's about purpose. For now, always my immediate goal, so sorry to myself. Where should we start? I think we can just read this straight up, right? Yeah, we don't need the count, right? Because we know that in runtime there won't be negative cycles. It's impossible because of how flow works. Yeah. These are gonna be the distance. Counts is gonna be used to check if there are cycles, I think. In queue just checks if it's in the queue. Do we need that? No, we do. Oh, we have Q. Start off with the source. Simple stuff. We check the current. And we pop that out. For every edge from that, we just note 2 in length. If the distance to the current, if we can make an improvement, we make that improvement. And if the thing we're going to is not in the queue, we push it into the queue instead of blah blah. Why do we need in queue though? Oh, just to not push it multiple times, okay. That's for cycles. So without... Oh, my neck hurts. Okay. Let's do some re-implementation. Well, we want to follow the more difficult implementation, right? Just making sure that's possible in my mind. Damn, this is trippy.
Hey. 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 Give me one more chance. Give me one more chance. Knock this out.
rest you press, nigga. You should take some notes from me. Leave that bullshit alone. Why I sell don't mean you paid and buy my jeans don't mean you own. Got shoes down lost up in the closet. You ain't talking again, but me and Jay be walking that shit. Everywhere the polo with outdoors. Jordan boys not the new release either. Got no stopping this shit. Hey, behind that, we let the store jobs at. Checks be coming in, so signing deals wouldn't be sad. Mr. Hobby Airport, be in the air so much. Stop rapping and dabble in the air traffic. Ain't causing no major static. Snapping his ass. I might come through in some hats. I might come through in some hats. Famous or paid, you know what I'm going for. Is the laptop is the spot, so a nigga about to climb the ladder. Hey.
Okay, so technically for the same direction we're supposed to add it. For different directions we're just supposed to, I mean, to like completely separate ones we can. Why can't we add? Because that's different cost, yeah. Hold on. What's the problem with just like... Also, does cost scale with flow? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Well, the thing that concerns me a lot right now is how do we... No, we can just push that many times. Okay. Alright, thinking. Actually, I love thinking. I'm sure. I mean, I think we can just try implementing it. I think I'm overthinking it. I think I'm overthinking it by a while. I don't even need to do that. I can just, bro, I can just like, fuck that. Create a queue. Also create a boolean vector. And queue. Queue. Is that all we need? I mean, we'll see. Oh.
Young girl, them niggas is players for real. Hey, we might blow the whole
Put the conditions here. Shall see how they did it. So we first check if it's viable. Okay, this is how I'll write it. Okay, if I'm gonna use a continue instead. Like that. No, I mean capacity. That serves us the same thing. You know what? I think writing it like that's a lot clearer. I'll just snatch that idea. Alright. And the distance. Well, I wrote this. Okay. V is smaller. Is larger than this view plus edges index.cost. Yeah, right? So we update the distance. First, we define that actually. Then we want to do edges index dot cap. No.
Yeah. Hey. Look, gold on my neck. Look. Watch on my wrist.
Like that? Oh, set the parent as well. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. We need to return to, so like they did it, we'll just use this.
Watch on my wrist. Look. Hoes on my dick. Look. This ain't no shit you can win. Tryna come through in that new Benz.
I'm gonna like clear it. We need to clear it, right?
Shit coming, don't trip. And now I can kill 'em like this. Weak ass rappers, it's time for you to quit. I got the style, I got these hoes going wild. Friday night when my niggas is going down. Real life shit, you can see me round town. At the Strohs game with my bro Jay. I'm in LA, jamming Coldplay. Hit up KD and watch my boy skate. Real acres home, like the HYA.
We can do that here, doesn't matter.
Sundays, it ain't really how you say it, but what you saying, nigga. I be making silent statements. I be on my whole dog at the back shit. Size 11 Air Force hit the pavement. Look. Yeah, look. Hoes on my dick. Look. This ain't no shit you can win. Tryna come through. Look. Yeah, look. Hoes on my dick. Look.
It's funny how we just pulled out M plus M and the rest are just kind of like passed. That's goofy. Why not? Now that we've built our paths, I want to find the min flow. Hold on. Yeah, instead of this, we store it like that, right? Just.
Hey, riding in the suburban, fine women in Persian. Sit as the god, I should be rhyming with a turban. Flows tighter than virgins, closer to get to perfect. If
Like that.
north side, ain't this home player making money, saving money at the bank. I see you later at the crib, I run for mayor. That's rappers paying div every day, a nigga grind. I'm just saying, active till I get to back end. A black on black Benz next to a white on white. It's like some
Just do that, right?
twins, everything is paid in full, no bull. Got crazy killers like Rico that's down the rock for a C-no. Blowing up like some C4, looking out through the peephole, knocking his opportunity. Either way, nothing new to me. Getting money is usually
Yeah,
weak ass
that should work. I'll just check if my script ideas right. Yeah. We can add flow. Add like cost. Add flow times. No. Add flow times distance of ours. Right. Let's reset that.
Eventually I get signed for rapping all this fly shit.
What are we doing here? Oh, we're applying flow, right? So that's what it came from. So like that, right? Yeah. And then U is that should work. Is anything wrong till this point? I don't think so. Do we have to? Where do we break out? Okay, we break out there. We gotta initialize these, right? Yeah. I'll just use else. Why not? Yeah. Will we get a bunch of errors? Probably. Is it? Why can't I trust myself? Oh, we want this to be it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Ooh. Crashed. Where? Why? Oh wait, no, we didn't connect this to anything, right? We need to set it up properly. to add an edge. You know, let's just add a edge. That's kind of awkward. Let's call it cost actually. Like that? No, C should be capacity and that should be weight, right? Let's just call it. No, I already have cap right. Oh, this is. Fuck this. We didn't even need to change any of that. We could just say UV 1W. That should do the job. And just do that instead of doing that. Like edge 0 to U. Like that. Make an edge from I to and stop this one. Like that. These naming conventions. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. That's rough.
Just like a rocket trying to stop me, stop it, Astro, fit it on, brainstorm,
That's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Why not, man? We don't even need this anymore. I have no idea. Oh, okay. Somehow we found it really quickly. That was lucky. Bruh. Hell no. Okay, it's in an infinite room. That's the problem. At least for now. Do we pass references like this? That make like stupid right now. Right. Hey, yo, okay. Stuck at 0. Inflow is 0. Oh. Yeah. That was the problem, right?
When the sun go down And niggas change their ways when them girls come round. I be getting paid just for saying words now, and it ain't a real party till it gets shut down. Hey, that's word to my young boy Juwan.
It's supposed to be capital.
When he turned 21, ain't no
Yeah.
talking about doing shit, my nigga get it done. All this money weighing on your shit, it feels just like a ton. Hey, want the rolling, not the burning. Hoes around me got me feeling like a motherfucking island. They be waiting, ain't surprised, now I'm used to it. Playing with herself, she look at me, say, why don't you do it? Hey, fly shit in the fly ass bitch. I can do a super sauce chuck, so the fly niche. Looking for that new sound, you can come and try this. On every beat, got a asking, man, how you find this? Hey. Nuts been big since a kid, motherfucker, so it ain't rap. Feeling like P. Diddy, go ahead and take that. Just a young nigga that's getting it, can't hate that. Nuts been big since a kid, motherfucker, so it ain't rap. Feeling like P. Diddy, go ahead and take that. Just a young nigga that's getting it, can't hate that. Midnight run, nigga, we made that. Listen in the whack shit, your homies told you play that. Put that new Sadiq in the deck and watch they face black. I ain't gotta speak on myself, I let you say that. Hey, midnight run, nigga, we made that. Listen in the whack shit, your homies told you play that. Put that new back in the deck and watch they face black. I ain't gotta speak on myself, I let you say that.
It's alright. Seems right. Maybe that's my mistake, maybe. Maybe I have to do that. I don't think that'll change anything that much, but whatever. Well, let's work on that later. Yeah, it looks fine. Looks perfect.
Midnight run. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, it's totally fine to be under the infinite flow. Of course. Okay, that was a dumb mistake. I'm just gonna switch this back. I don't like how it's K minus flow for infinite. Submit it. Hope we get it right. I think it's pretty damn nice code right there. Let's hope for the best. Hope it's faster. Okay, it doesn't have to be faster at all. I don't think I've changed anything to make it faster. Yeah, it's slower, okay. Woo. Finished it before my roommate came. That's min cost flow and min cost max flow for you right there. I want to call it max flow, min cost, whatever. We really couldn't do the Dijkstra implementation, which kind of sucks, but at least we implemented the version that accounts for multi-edges and multi-graphs and bidirectionals, shit like that, so nice. That's it for today. I might be posting other videos during midnight, I'm not sure, but I think that wraps the flow related series we've been doing for a while. Maybe I'll do another video on flows with conditions, and I might do another one about me just solving flow related game problems, because there's a few game related flow problems that I've wanted to try and solve. I feel like I just have a strong feeling that there's going to be game related problems and game theory related problems on this OI. it might be some sort of a stretch. I'll talk about that in another video I use, but I'll see y'all in the next Problem Rules Fun Day. See y'all.